Hey guys, it's Byzantium, and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be starting our achievement run of the Big Blue Blob achievement, which, if you didn't know, is where playing as France, you have to get 100 cores in Europe by the year 1500. And I'm doing it a bit different today, so I'm kind of playing it where I am post-commentating the gameplay, and the gameplay is going to be a little bit sped up. So, let us get into it. So, hopping in here, the first thing I did was do Influence Nation on the papacy because I have had several runs failed because of excommunicated rulers, so I want to make sure that didn't happen. I immediately I immediately allied Castille and started building a spy network in Aragon because what I wanted to do was go to war with Aragon and then take provinces in Naples to be able to get into the Balkans where there's less development, which is easier to take. So I set my rivals, and then I also went to ally Burgundy and picked advisors. So we're going to get a national tax modifier advisor. I was deciding between spy network and diplomatic reputation. I eventually went with spy network construction advisor and land enforcement. And I built a few heavy ships to kind of prepare myself to hopefully have a better navy in some of these wars. So selecting a mission, I took Reclaim Main mission because I thought that would be somewhat easier after a first war, or not somewhat easy. It would be easy to get after a first war with England. So when that happens, we'll be able to complete the mission. And I'm looking at possible expansion routes right now. So the two main expansion routes you can go in this achievement are going down through kind of Naples and getting into the Balkans and the Black Sea coast and kind of expanding from there, or going up through Ireland and Scotland and then jumping over to Scandinavia and then moving through Scandinavia and up into like northern Russia. So in this series I kind of did somewhat of a mix of both, and you'll see kind of how that works out later. But you can see the main reason you want to go for low development cost provinces is because they give less aggressive expansion and they take less admin power to core, so you can kind of take more of them in one war, which the achievement doesn't care about what provinces you take, which is to have 100 core provinces in Europe, which Europe goes pretty far east in is gay, and I guess in most conventional maps detailing continents, so it's easy to get those low development provinces. I was kind of thinking about possibly getting either an alliance or offering vassalization or something with Navarra, but I never could really work anything out, so I kind of just left it. And then another thing you can do is to get I was looking there, is that possibly to get a claim on Denmark, I could support the rebels, and that would give me a CD to attack Denmark without having to go through Scotland and then take provinces there. But I didn't really get my spy network up there quick enough before the rebels were taken care of, so sadly, that didn't happen. And also, somewhat sadly, kind of, I don't know, but England gave us Maine without war, so one of the other options is that they can go to war with you, which can be good because then you get a free war with England, but it also slows you down at the start, and I kind of just wanted to get into Naples and into the Balkans as quickly as possible. And I did end up going to war with England later, and you'll see what I take from that in a couple episodes here, but currently I'm just still fabricating a claim on Aragon, and then I'm also improving relations with Poland to try and get an alliance with them once I get over into the east there to possibly team up on Hungary. That hasn't really accumulated yet, as Hungary is allied with Austria, but the thought is if we ever do go to war with them, I want to have Poland in the east and to help kind of steamroll some of those Eastern Russian, Slavic nations out in the off the, kind of in the Russia area. But my spy network was finally big enough, so I was able to fabricate a claim on Aragon. And then, as soon as I got a diplomat back, I declared war with Castille, promising them land. And I do that a lot, where I actually declare war and I don't technically call my allies in, but where I don't technically call my allies in, so I technically have to call them in later. I should really just learn to click the button, but I don't, so that is something I have to work on. Because I realize, like, Castile isn't in this war. I should probably call them. Usually or always you can call allies to war banner comes down from the top, so I realize that at least, but it can be annoying. So now I'm just setting provinces of interest, so obviously you can see kind of the boot of Naples I want to take, and then I want to kind of get into the low development provinces there in the Eastern Balkans. Luckily, I didn't have to fight the Ottomans. That is one thing that is bad, is if you have to fight the Ottomans kind of in the Balkans there, that's not good because they're a hard fight. The best way to do it is that if you're the papal controller, you can call a crusade against them, which gives bonuses, but it's still not easy. And there I finally realized that Castile wasn't in the war, so I called him. And right now, Naples is trying to land troops in Languedoc, so I'm moving troops there, although I kind of got distracted because of a battle with Aragon here, which is coming really close. I eventually won it, but I did take heavy losses, so now I'm moving back to defend Languedoc from Naples, and I will catch them there, which is good. But one thing I realized is that I was not going to be the defender, so I decided to let them land. I don't know. It didn't really matter. I caught them and I stacked them, so that's what mattered there. But now Castile is sieging down Valencia. Sadly, I had to decline a call from arms from the sadly. I don't really care about them. But anyway, Castile is sieging down Valencia. I'm sieging down... Can't really tell what provinces that is there, I forget. But anyway, I'm sieging down forts in the north, Castile is sieging down forts in the south, and Aragon went to siege down Castile, so all we have to do is siege down Aragon. And one of the things I had trouble with after that was getting over into Italy and getting to Ferrara, which was their ally, and into Naples to defeat them, to kind of get the war score for all the provinces I wanted to take, but I eventually got it. So I've almost finished that siege, and now the fort is down, so I can move into more of Aragon to siege more stuff down. Get some power from the event there. And the war is going well pretty quickly. So now I'm just sieging down provinces in the north here. And looking at what I wanted to take, I eventually kind of messed around with this. But I'm actually kind of watching the footage. I forgot exactly what I took here. I know I took the boot of Naples there, obviously, as that was my main goal of this war, was to use that as a springboard into the Balkans. But I was kind of messing around with exactly what I wanted to take here in northern Italy, or not Italy, northern Aragon. Anyway, that will be the end of the first episode, so I will see you guys in the next episode. Make sure to click like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support, and it helps me put out more videos. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye.